Hey everybody, how's it going? I have been doing some filming on there about this particular trailer. This is Sarah's. And I'm not going to be doing much more recording because it's just, to do one step, like to do the sides, I got to cut out a rough panel. And then I got to cut out, one on thin card. And then I got to cut it on here so I can make sure it fits just right because I'm a little picky. And like I said on that video, the way I'm doing it is I'm going to be cutting thin slits in here, here, up here, along here in a couple spots, and down there. And then these edge pieces, see those little sticky outy bits, they will be going inside of those slots, so that way the panels will look like this, something like that, you know what I mean? So that way when I weld these corners down, the sides will stay in, they'll be locked in place. And the bottom piece, as I've explained in a different video, is going to be the full width of this thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the slits in here, like I said. But when I do that, I'm also going to lay the deck down, which is going to be the same thin aluminum as this. And then I'm going to have the cuts in that as well. So when I put the sides in, it locks the floor into place, so the floor will never come up. And what I'm planning on doing for the back is I'm just going to bend it, 90 degrees around there. And then 90 degrees around there, and then another 90 down there to lock the back end in place so it doesn't move. Okay. I'm gonna try to get the video up on there soon. There's not much. It's just basically, building this piece and building the bottom frame section. As you can probably see, I don't know. I know I go fast and I talk fast, but there's Sarah's hitch. No, it's not the greatest, but whatever, it'll work. I think it looks neat. And that's just 3 pieces stacked on top of braced together, to make the height for her Jeep. And then, my typical thing. And these sides, that is all one piece. I didn't do like a square and then cut it off. That is from there to there is one piece, and then that piece is there to help, give it triangular structure. And I don't know if I've shown anybody this, but this is how I make my axles for my trailers. Now I take the same stock that this stuff is, same material, and I slide a piece of brake tube all the way through so it sticks out on both ends. These ends are a little long, I gotta cut them down to size, but they go all the way through, and they will. What I'm going to do on the ends is I put a washer here, and then these are the ends off the brake tube. They look like, where's one? Here we go. Sorry. They look like this, and they're hollow, obviously, and they've got a coating on them too. And I just drill out the holes on an SCX-10 rim, like a stock honcho, and then just thread them in, and it stays good enough. And so it looks like this. Now that, I put some grease on here. Put a washer on, put some grease on, slide that on top, spin this freely, and then I put another washer on there, and then this will also be cut to the right length, and then I put a self-tapping screw inside of there that is just enough to grab the inner wall. And to the guy that I'm building a trailer for, same with Sarah, if that screw ever strips out, you just get a bigger screw that's just a little bit bigger, and then you can put some glue in there and throw it in there. Because realistically, you're never going to need to replace the wheels anyway. So, that's what I'll be sending you. I'll be sending it basically a full trailer. I might try to make the guy I'm building his trailer for, I might have to make the axle so it bolts on somehow, to make the box a little bit narrower. But we'll see how that goes, alright? It's a big process. Like I said, I'm not going to film it all because just measuring out this one piece here for the sides, you can see there, that takes forever. Because like I said, I got to make a rough template, and I got to measure it and get it right. Because I don't have proper anything to do this, guys. I'm just kind of like building out of what I got, you know, bits and pieces. I'm just a builder. I'm dealing with primitive shit as far as I'm concerned. I'm using a razor blade to score the metal so I know where to cut and stuff. You know, I got measuring devices, but whatever, right? Got my big 10 snips. And yeah, so I will be doing updates as I go along, but like I said, I'm not going to film the whole thing, because just doing one piece like this, you know, like 15, 20 minutes, and that's pretty fucking boring. Come on. Yeah. Oh, and these pieces? Yeah. Wait till you see what I'm doing with that. Alright? Oh, and to the guy that I'm building a trailer for, this is your hitch, buddy. It will be painted black, and I will be putting a ball end in there. Like I said, it's going to be fully ready to run. All you have to do is you take out, there's one extra hole in the back of your SCX-10 frame right there. The first one, just it's a stock hole. The second one, you might have to drill it a little bit bigger, and you know, nut and bolt it on to your frame. You can keep your, you know, your light bar that goes across in the back there. It clears it. It just slides onto the frame, and then you use those both holes. You might even be able to get away with the two, but I'd use all four. And so yeah, that'll be on the back of your truck, and that goes onto your trailer. See, here's my trailer hitch I took off of my one truck because I was doing some work on it. Damn it, I can't hold it. All right. So that's what it looks like, buddy. That's my hitch. Yes, this part on mine is on top of that piece, and yours is below it. I had to do mine on top because the way the truck was set up. So this is actually a better way of doing it, but it doesn't really matter. It still works the same. Okay, so yeah, and you're gonna have nice rounded fenders, like they'll look kind of like this. I know, it doesn't say much. But anyway, I gotta go. I got a lot of shit to do. Later, guys.